Hi there, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to download NHDPlus data. Basically, these data are called National Hydrography data set. So these are the most recent data. So that is being used in National Water Model to delineate their stream flow, right? So they use this data set. These are the most updated one. So if you want to extract any data from the latest version of the National Water Model, so what do you have to do? You have to use this NHDPlus version, and you can extract the COMID or the stream ID, and based on that COMID or stream ID, right, stream ID, you can extract the time series. That's what I demonstrated in my previous tutorial. So you can do that, and in order to do that, you have to download that NHDPlus dataset first. You'll download the dataset for the entire USA, or you can download by specific location as well. And after that, what you can do, you can make a subset for your study area. So today I'm going to show you how to subset and how to make that CSV file of the COMID for your specific location. Okay, so let me just quickly share my screen to demonstrate you that. So if you just here is the GIS, I'll show you that one later on. So before going to show in details what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the website first here. Okay, here's the browser. I can show you right now. Okay, and what I have to do, I have to search for that data set. Okay, I'm giving you the link, and also I'll put the link in the description below. That is not a problem. At first you have to let me just find the link here. I'm just copying the link, and then I'll give you the link right after this one. Okay, so that's the link I'm opening here. Okay, so I'll put you that in the description, no problem. You can directly go to this one. So see, you have the version 1. Previously people were using that version, and recently this version 2 just came out and people are using this version 2. That is the latest one, the stream delineation. These are the most appropriate and most updated one. So if you click on that NHDPlus version 2, see, it is showing you the documentation, the data extension tool. So click on that data set. If you click on the data, so it will show the map of USA. And if you want to download any data for your specific location, either Texas 12 or anywhere, so I'm gonna download this data set for this location, right, the Louisiana portion, because I'm just developing a Delta study model on that one. So I'm clicking on that. So it is that Mississippi basin, and the number is 8. Okay, so what next? It will show you that list, HTTP and FTP server. So what do you have to do in order to download that stream network and your watershed or sub watershed? You have to download only those portion of the data. Okay, so if you click on that snapshot this version, okay, NHD snapshot, it will be your it will be your stream flow. And if you just click on that WBD snapshot, it is basically the shape files. Okay, shape files of watershed, sub watershed. So we are going to download this NHD snapshot for stream flow, clicking on that HTTP, and then it will start downloading as a zip file. Okay, I'm downloading all this one in here, right here. Just I'm creating a new folder, NHD. I'm giving the name NHD for the time being because I downloaded previously, so I have another name, NHDPlus. So I'm putting everything inside there. It's there, and now I'm going to download that WBD. Okay, so here, clicking and downloading there. I think it's done. So now what I have to do, I have to extract. Okay, go to that directory and quickly try to extract that snapshot. By this time the other, okay, we have the downloaded. Double clicking, and I'm extracting there. Okay, there, it's done. It's doing, because the file is pretty big. You have to have your patience and then see. Once it's done, then we'll open GIS and then we'll see. And that's that, extracting to this present directory, and I think it's also done. So we have this data set. We'll look at this. Okay, so what next? You have to remember that, okay, you have your data set here, and I'm opening a GIS new. Okay, I'm starting from the beginning. I'm closing GIS, nothing else. So I'm opening the GIS from the beginning, and it's opening on the other window. And let's see when it's done. I'll show you all these processes. We'll open these shape files and we'll extract the COMID that we need for extracting the time series data from national water model, or you can even process, right? So once you are done with that window in GIS, so what do you have to do? You have to select that template or anything or empty, okay? Or my template's blank, and then what do you have to do? You have to specify. I'll show you in my tutorial on GIS series, but I'm showing you have to create a new geodatabase, then it will give you the right direction, and it is the right way to create a new geodatabase. If you click on there, it will open a new geodatabase, and that's that. I'm selecting that one, then everything will be there. It's okay. So I have the window, okay, the GIS window here. Now if I click on add file here plus add data, so it will be there, and I'm just adding that watershed first. Okay, so these are the file and snapshot, this one. It will open, see, the watershed. And if you want to see where it is located actually, you can click on that and you can add a base map. If you are familiar with GIS, you are already done with that. Okay, I'm selecting that type topographic data, so it will show you the location on the real world scenario. So it is there, right? If I just use hollow, then it will show you that location. See, the Lake Maurepas and Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Maurepas, Lake Pontchartrain, and it is connected to the other lakes, and finally it's draining into the Gulf of Mexico. Now I'm gonna add the stream flow. That's what we need, because we have the stream ID, right, or COMID. Oh, that is the, okay, it is not that file, it is the other one, 3, okay, this one hydrography. If you click on that, and out of this all these files, you have to click on the flow NHD flow line, and that's the stream. Okay, you have these streams. If I just turn this off, you can see we have all these streams here. Okay, these are our streams. Can you imagine that? Right? So that's, and how many streams we have? If I right click and open the attribute table, we have many, literally you have many. See, we have many, you can't even finish, right? These are the COMID we need, this column, these are the COMID, and we have simulation for each of this COMID, right? Even we are selecting small area, but what we have the COMID like many, like 100,000. So what do you have to do? If your study area is there, for example, for my case, I'm just turning on that shape file of sub-watershed, and I'm just highlighting that one using red color. You can see these are the sub-basin or sub-watershed. So if you want to download everything, right, if you want to extract stream flow from national water model, and if you're gonna select this sub-watershed, or if your study area is covering some of them, so what do you have to do? You have to extract everything, right, every stream network within this one. So before going to extract the COMID, what we have to do, we have to select, right, one, you have to select one or two watershed or sub watershed, whatever it is. I'm just selecting that one using that selection tool. So it is selecting all of this. Okay, it is selecting all of this. It's okay if your study area is like that. I'm just creating new shape file. How can I do that? I'm right clicking on that, and then data, from data export data, and then it will be there, locating there. Okay, so I'm just going back to my NHD here. I'm creating a new folder or new directory here, shape files, okay, shape files, and inside that shape files I'm giving that these are the sub watershed, sub or basin, okay, sub basins. So these are the shape files, and click OK. It will extract. We have 4. Yeah, I'm adding the layer and I'm turning on the previous layer, so I have this sub watershed. So what I need to extract the stream network within this sub watershed. So how can I do that? Similarly, I have to select first. Okay, I have to be able to select first, then I can do that. Otherwise I won't be able to do that. So in order to do that, you have to use selection tool, click on that and select by location. If you use this tool, select by location, see it is showing select feature from the bigger region, right? We are gonna select feature from NHD flow line, and we are using our sub basin. to select the features. And what criteria we're using here? We're using intersect the source layer feature. No, we're not using only the intersection. We are just gonna select everything inside, right, inside of our study area. So are completely within our source layer. Okay, then it will just select everything, means every streamline or flow line that are within our study area. So I think that's that. It already selected. Let's see if it is there. Maybe it selected everything. So we are gonna create different shape file for this streamline as well. So that's why right click on the NHDPlus streamline and then data and export as before. And if you select there, it is locating there, and these are the streams. Okay, and if you just click OK, so see, it is just extracted. I'm just turning off the previous layer. So now I have these streams with that shape file. If I just open the attribute table of that, see, I even have many. I have 187 streams within that study area, within this smaller area. So now what I need to extract that COMID as a CSV file, right? You can click there, right? You can click on this arc tool. We have one tool that can convert, right? If you click on arc tool and then conversion tool, then from conversion to or Excel. Okay, so table to Excel. If you click on that and if you select that streams, and then it will create that file, and it is locating where it is locating. Okay, NHD and scratch, it will create another folder or directory scratch, and if I click OK, it will create that. So it is processing on the right and lower right corner. It's done. It shows this message that it's done on my other window. So if I go to that directory, see, there NHD, and it created that scratch, and you can see the stream table, and you have the Excel file. See, we need that one, right? The second column should be COMID, and we have the COMID. Okay, so that's that. This is how we can convert, and you can save this file as CSV as well here, right? You can select and you can save as CSV. CSV, where is CSV? Comma separated, comma delimited. Okay, this one, you can save that. So now we have the CSV and your format is ready, right? Once your format is ready, you can use this Excel file in that code that I mentioned in my previous tutorial, and then you can directly export the time series for all of this stream network or all of this common ID. Okay, so that's that. This is the pretty quick demonstration of your NHDPlus. How can we download from that source? I'll put the link in the description below, and you can download that, you can process. So these are the small processes you can do that. So thank you very much, and yeah, stay safe and see you in the next tutorial. Okay.